In relationships, emotional games, whether intentional or not, can create confusion, frustration, and heartache. These tactics often stem from insecurity, fear, or a lack of clear communication. However, approaching such situations with wisdom, resilience, and self-control can help you navigate them effectively without losing your dignity or sense of purpose. Stoicism offers timeless tools for handling interpersonal challenges with grace and clarity. By focusing on what lies within your control, your thoughts, actions, and character, you cultivate the inner strength needed to rise above manipulation or uncertainty. This essay explores 10 ways to outsmart any woman playing games with your heart, though framed through the lens of Stoicism. Each strategy emphasizes personal growth, emotional mastery, and ethical living, ensuring that your response is grounded in virtue rather than reactivity. Master your emotions. Emotional games thrive on triggering reactions, jealousy, anger, or desperation that expose vulnerabilities. High-value individuals resist these triggers by mastering their emotions. The Stoics taught that while emotions are natural, they shouldn't dictate behavior. Instead, regulate impulses through reason and reflection. For example, if she sends mixed signals or creates drama, pause before responding. Ask yourself, why am I feeling upset? Is this reaction justified, or am I overreacting based on assumptions? By maintaining composure, you project confidence and stability, undermining her ability to manipulate your feelings. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Emotional resilience ensures that external actions don't shake your inner peace, leaving you unshaken by attempts to play with your emotions. Focus on what you can control. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is distinguishing between what you can control and what lies beyond your influence. When someone plays games with your heart, their behavior is outside your direct control. What is within your control is how you perceive and respond to the situation. Instead of obsessing over why she's acting a certain way or trying to change her behavior, focus on managing your own mindset. For instance, instead of asking, why is she doing this to me? Shift your perspective. How can I handle this calmly and constructively? This mental reframing empowers you to act with clarity and purpose. Epictetus advised, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By accepting responsibility for your responses, you reclaim agency over your happiness and well-being. Practice detachment. Without indifference, detachment doesn't mean apathy. It means releasing attachment to specific outcomes or expectations, while remaining compassionate and engaged with life. Many men struggle with relationships because they tie their self-worth to another person's presence or validation. Stoicism encourages detaching from external results, while staying grounded in virtue. If she uses tactics like hot and cold behavior or withholding attention, detach emotionally from the need for her approval. Trust that everything unfolds as it should, guided by universal reason. For example, if she becomes distant, give her space while maintaining your composure. I understand if you need some time to think things through. Let me know when you're ready to talk. Paradoxically, this detachment often draws people closer. When you stop chasing or appearing needy, you project independence and self-sufficiency, qualities that intrigue and inspire admiration. As Seneca emphasized, no man is free who is not master of himself. Stay true to yourself. Authenticity resonates deeply with others because it reflects sincerity and vulnerability. High-value individuals stay true to themselves, embracing their unique qualities while striving for continuous improvement. Stoicism urges individuals to celebrate individuality while adhering to universal virtues. For instance, instead of conforming to societal pressures or altering your identity to please her, pursue passions that ignite your soul. Women cherish men who aren't afraid to be vulnerable, yet maintain strength and dignity. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, be content to seem what you really are. By staying true to yourself, You attract partners who respect and cherish your individuality. If she values you, it won't be because you changed for her. It will be because she recognizes and appreciates the authentic version of you. Lead by example. Leading by example is one of the most powerful ways to inspire change in others. When someone sees you acting with grace, integrity, and purpose, they naturally gravitate toward you. Your calm demeanor and dignified behavior may prompt reflection on her part, encouraging her to reconsider her priorities. For instance, if she notices your ability to remain composed despite challenges, she might recognize the strength and stability you embody. This subtle yet impactful form of influence aligns with Stoic principles of leading through virtue rather than coercion. As Epictetus taught, if anyone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said of you, but answer, "He was ignorant of my other faults, else he would not have mentioned these alone." By embodying patience and understanding, you model behaviors that elevate both yourself and those around you. If she observes your continued commitment to excellence and kindness, she may feel compelled to reconnect, not out of obligation but out of genuine appreciation for who you've become. Communicate openly and honestly. Open communication fosters transparency and trust, paving the way for meaningful connection. High-value individuals express their thoughts clearly and respectfully, avoiding manipulative tactics or passive-aggressive behavior. For example, if her actions seem inconsistent or confusing, initiate a calm conversation. "I've noticed some mixed signals lately. Can we discuss what's going on?" This approach demonstrates emotional intelligence and a willingness to collaborate. Stoicism teaches us to speak wisely and use language purposefully. Avoid accusatory statements or attempts to guilt-trip her. Instead, frame your words constructively, focusing on understanding her perspective while sharing yours honestly. Effective communication ensures that both parties feel heard and valued, strengthening the foundation of the relationship, if reconciliation is desired. Set clear boundaries. Boundaries define the limits of acceptable behavior in any relationship. When someone consistently ignores or violates your boundaries, it signals disrespect for your autonomy and well-being. Stoicism advocates for fairness and justice, urging individuals to uphold their rights while respecting others. For example, if she repeatedly cancels plans or fails to follow through on commitments, communicate your expectations firmly, yet kindly. "I value our time together, and it's important to me that we honor our plans moving forward." Setting boundaries reinforces mutual respect and prevents exploitation. Clear boundaries empower you to protect your peace and ensure that your needs are met. Women admire men who know their worth and aren't afraid to assert it respectfully. Maintain independence. Independence is inherently attractive. Men who are emotionally and financially self-sufficient demonstrate stability and reliability. The Stoics championed self-reliance, urging individuals to find contentment within themselves, rather than relying on external sources for happiness. Cultivate hobbies, friendships, and passions outside of any single relationship. Show her that you enjoy your own company and thrive independently. For example, spend weekends pursuing interests like hiking, reading, or volunteering, rather than constantly seeking her attention. Self-sufficiency projects confidence and reduces clinginess. It also encourages her to value your presence more, knowing you won't compromise your identity for anyone. As Epictetus taught, no man is free who is not master of himself. By mastering your autonomy, you become irresistibly appealing. Prioritize self-improvement. When someone plays games with your heart, it's tempting to dwell on their behavior or try to win them over by proving your worth. However, Stoicism encourages shifting your focus inward, to becoming the best version of yourself. Use this time to invest in personal growth, whether through fitness, learning new skills, pursuing passions, or cultivating virtues like courage, temperance, and wisdom. Self-improvement not only boosts your confidence, but also shifts your energy away from external validation. When you prioritize becoming stronger, wiser, and more fulfilled, You radiate positivity and purpose, qualities that naturally attract others. For example, dedicating time to physical health, intellectual pursuits, or creative endeavors demonstrates discipline and ambition, traits that inspire respect and admiration. Remember, the goal isn't to outsmart her but to enhance your own life. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." By focusing on self-growth, you reclaim agency over your happiness and fulfillment. Trust the natural flow of events. Ultimately, Stoicism teaches us to trust the natural flow of events. Life unfolds according to universal reason, and resisting this process only creates unnecessary suffering. If attraction or connection is meant to happen, it will occur naturally, without force or manipulation. Focus on living virtuously and authentically, trusting that your efforts will yield positive outcomes in due time. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so sincerely." By surrendering attachment to specific results, you open yourself to unexpected blessings. If she returns, welcome her with an open heart, but only if it aligns with your highest good. Conclusion: rising above emotional games. Through virtue, outsmarting. Someone playing games with your heart isn't about manipulation or revenge. It's about cultivating qualities that naturally render such tactics ineffective. By focusing on what lies within your control, your thoughts, actions, and responses, you create an environment where authenticity and mutual respect flourish. Through Stoic principles, you transform adversity into opportunity, emerging stronger, wiser, and more fulfilled. Whether or not the relationship progresses, you'll emerge better equipped to navigate life's complexities with grace and resilience. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius wisely concluded, freedom is secured not by the fulfilling of men's desires but by the removal of desire. Let go of attachment to outcomes, and focus instead on cultivating inner peace and virtue. In doing so, you ensure that nothing and no one can undermine your autonomy. Final answer: master your emotions, focus on what you can control, practice detachment, stay true to yourself, lead by example, communicate openly, set clear boundaries, maintain independence, prioritize self-improvement, and trust the natural flow of events to outsmart emotional games effectively.